Monster K open mic at Monster K Bar. She also puts on some really fun comedy shows at Joiners in the West End. Ask her about it. Please make some noise for Cabell Wilkinson.
Oh my God, downtown Winston, how are you doing? I'm excited, it's Friday. We have just enough people here to make a human centipede right in the front row. I'm ready to party. I hope you guys are. Y'all feeling energized? Did you get some food or something before the show? Kind of like all that. There's lots of good food in downtown. There's a Smash Burger restaurant here. Have y'all checked that out? It's so good. I love the food. And they have a great policy where you can donate some money to help somebody that needs a meal. But what gets me is the policy that the way they write it on the menu. They're like,
this extra $8 can go towards someone who's currently unhoused in your community.
and I'm like, it's okay to say homeless. Just say homeless. Look, calling a homeless person unhoused is like calling someone with IBS an active shitter. It doesn't work. But downtown Winston, Winston General, we're trying. We're really growing and trying, We're more than just a bunch of historic pantyhose factories in a dick-shaped bank building. We've got more than that. We have Adventure Landing on Stratford Road for the families. It's amazing. It's historic at this point. I think it's like 40 years old. Like, the giraffe is missing an eye, and there's holes in the carpet. It's the kind of place you take your kid to tell them you're not really the father. That's what you do. And I understand we have a birthday girl here. Someone turned 28. Where are you at? Oh, happy birthday. I got hot rollers older than you, sweetheart. I've got a garbage pail kid collection that'll beat your butt. I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm 49. Clap for that. Seriously. See, at 28, you can carry a baby, but at 50, I can carry grudges. I can't wait. That's a great time. I just drink wine all day and don't believe the shit people tell me. It's amazing. It's amazing. Like, my doctor tried to scare me, and they do that because they want you to feel like you're getting your co-pays worth. I get it. He's like, Miss Wilkinson, you do realize that your age puts you in a high-risk category. I was like, no, baby. My age means I was eating ass before it was okay. Oh, yeah. And like, when I was your age, I was in Planned Parenthood a bunch of times. Oh, yeah, something you shouldn't hear when you go in there. Well, good morning, Miss Wilkinson. Nice to see you again. Nice to see you again. You really should try this birth control. It's a copper IUD. It's called Paragard. I'm like, a copper IUD? Isn't that like the jitterbug of birth control? Like, what are you saying? They're like, no, actually, fun fact, copper is toxic to sperm. Well, so's my personality. I'm fine. You can keep it, it's fine. Well, I did get it anyway because I was kind of intrigued. Who doesn't want the antenna of an El Camino to prevent someone from growing it back? Sure, that's perfect for me. That's perfect. You should know, dating at this age, it's interesting. It's kind of like, imagine if there was a mashup of a Cialis commercial and X Factor. That's what it is to date in your 40s. Like I was at the dinner table sitting across from the guy and I'm like, so, what'd you want to be? Like, that's the opening line. Wow, y'all got quiet. Did that It's okay. Listen, it's like you gotta adjust as you get older. It's like, in your 20s, like, when you're dating as a young woman, you might still get worried about getting roofied, but at my age, you bring your own. You just bring your own. Oh yeah, you're not gonna sit through a whole hour of a monologue about doubles tennis from the guy. You're not. You gotta self-medicate for that. You absolutely do. Yeah. God, it's amazing. I have another milestone I need to celebrate. After 20 years, I got out of retail. Clap for that, seriously. I got out of the mall. Have y'all been to the mall here in town? Heinz Mall. Like, the second you open the double doors, it smells like Aquanet and deer piss. And there's something, women that shop there are so mean. Just the meanest women go to a mall. Like this lady that I was waiting on, she's like, excuse me. I just saw two gays kiss and now my coupon doesn't work. Heterospace. And she didn't like any any of the makeup that I picked out for. I'd pick out something and every response was the same. It was, no. No. Where's the girl that's usually here? She knows me. What am I making you up for? You gonna go home and fry some squirrel and punch your husband? Like, what's the plan? What's the plan? God, and y'all have to understand, like, this is downtown Winston. Like, y'all are on like dates and normal social situations, but if you go out to the core, out like Johnston County in the state, it's a whole different energy. Like, they don't go on traditional dates, what, couple more whippets and we're getting in the breeding tent, baby. That's what they do. That's what they do. Yeah. And I know that we're all still trying to cope with the absence of Pornhub in our lives. Like, I know we're still trying to deal with that, but guess what? Out of necessity comes invention. And so, give it a few months, maybe in a year or two, you're going to see some of the most beautiful, bootleg, batter-fried erotica ever created. In the middle of nowhere, right now, somebody is trying to create some real cinema verite for us. Some old man out in the woods with dirty overalls like, you know what? Screw Pornhub. I don't need them. I'm going to make my own network and call it Cornhub. That's right, I've already got an erotic story. It's like, oh, I'm trapped in a Tractor Supply and I gotta fuck my way out. Like, I can't wait to watch that on YouTube. I can't wait. So, now that we've spent so much time together, is it okay if I open up to y'all a little bit? Can we talk about pegging? Is it okay if we talk? No, because I tried pegging like the cool kids and I was given a failing score. Like, I'm pegging a gentleman. And he didn't, it's like, I didn't understand, like, I thought I did everything right. I put on the strap on, I'm in the bathroom, I'm like, commit to character. And so I go out there, and I'm just like, we're in the bedroom going at it, and be like, you'd be a lot prettier if you smiled more, and he didn't like it. What I do? God. Man. But it's an interesting thing, like, I've had fun with my 40s. I've liked every decade I've had. I had fun with my 20s, but I never need to do it again. Because here's the thing with your 20s. You're going to deal with adventures, especially with intimacy, that you never want to deal with ever again. Like, just something about that decade. It's like, this really happened to me. In my 20s, I dated a guy, and every time he got an erection, he would go, doing. Every time. I cannot emphasize that. I feel like, the penis should be like fentanyl, silent and deadly. Like, that's the standard. That's the standard. And I'm like, that's horrible. That's horrible. Like, the only thing worse he could do is be like, puppy power, like right before he sinks it in. Like, oh, God. I'm telling you. And, it's not all on me, though. Like, it's interesting because the men, it's like, as you get older, you're more upfront and communicate about stuff. Like, but, maybe when men are younger, they just don't want to, like, just communicate as much. But you guys, you need to. Please, if I could write a sex manual, it would be called Telebitch. Like, really. Again, in my 20s, like, I was on a date with a guy, and it went well, and we're going to his apartment, it's about time for the big reveal, and so we get naked, and he's uncircumcised. I did not know that. And when that is in front of you, you're like, well, I feel like I gotta say something. I'm like, oh, well, look at that. You actually have a hoodie I can't steal. That's under there. That's under there. Oh my gosh. But I also want for all the young women, including Birthday Girl, to know that at some point, you are going to experience intimacy with a partner that has sleep apnea. That is going to happen to you at some point. But it's okay, because you can party with a CPAPy. You can do it. It's just like, no, the secret is role play. That's the secret. Like, it's like, you got to, like, set the lighting, and, like, set the mood, and just, like, talk sexy the whole time. Like, don't break character. Just like, baby, keep that mask on. Turn it up all the way. No, keep that mask on. I'm going to put one on too. I bought it from the flea market. We're going to do this together. And you got the sexy music going. I'm like, take everything off, but not the New Balance. You keep this on too. Who's a naughty daddy? Naughty daddy's coming out tonight. And guess what? Tonight, you're Maverick and I'm Mongoose and it's highway to the danger zone. Who's ready to explode me, I still, believe it or not, even though I've been out of the mall for a while, like, I still think about that mean lady and how she spoke to me. And I realized that what she did is she actually took a word and just by altering it slightly, just shut down a stupid question. I'm like, that's what I need to do. I'm gonna steal that method. So when I get stupid questions, I can respond the same way. And we all get dumb questions. I get them. Like, Miss Wilkinson, do you feel that someday you too will be a homeowner? Ow! Miss Wilkinson, do you think the United States government is adequately protecting their citizens from a second pandemic? But I think my favorite stupid question of all, did you come, baby? Where's the boy that's usually here? He knows me. Thank you, that's my time.
Give it up for Cal